M.W. Penn is an award-winning author and poet who, through literature, helps make math concepts both intuitive and meaningful for children. M.W. joins me now. Welcome to the show. This is so interesting.
Oh, thank you for having me. I enjoy it.
What a great idea. You're making books easy for young ones, but you're still getting the message out.
Yes. Well, if you can capture a child's interest, you can teach them a lot.
And where did this idea come from? How'd you get started?
Oh, goodness. Well, I was a math major and designed software for years. Got into software manuals, from that into technical writing, and heard that Connecticut needed 150 math teachers able to pass Praxis 2. I could do that, but I didn't have any education credits. So I went back to start learning, a master's in education. Never quite completed it. My husband said, "Why are you doing this? You're a writer." And it occurred to me that over the years I had become a writer.
You could combine both of them, right?
So I could do both, and it's really great fun.
Let's talk about some of the titles we see here.
Okay.
Let's start with this.
Well, this is a series, actually. This is a series of 6 books. I did 4 for Capstone Press, and they wanted 180 words in rhyme, which is not the easiest thing to do, but for really very young children. And they are they're illustrated in pictures that are very familiar with, for children, shoes and pizzas and things that they see every day. So it really relates poetry, math, and everyday things, and captures their imagination and teaches them, math
the lessons
concepts
that they need to know.
Yeah, one of them won an award. It's a pattern. I don't know if we have it.
Oh, it's right up here, actually.
Yes.
I think we're seeing it right here.
Yes.
With the kiwi berry on the front.
There you go. And it's a pattern.
Pretty cool. Let's take a look at some more pictures, because I know you have, what is this one?
Yes, this is the
Roundhound?
new one. Yes, Square Bear was one of my favorite books. Square Bear is a fairy tale in polygons.
Oh.
Square Bear, Triangle Prince, Rectangle Horse, and you can picture all of these. You can see Triangle Prince.
Oh, there's Square Bear.
Yes, and he's totally square. It's amazing. I love this illustrator. Daphne Firos did this, and she's located in the Netherlands. It's amazing how publishing now is so international.
Sure.
I've met Daphne exactly once, and she illustrates so many of my books now because she is such a good graphic artist. And Square Bear, I mean, she's made this series of squares come alive. And then in Square Bear there is a disc dragon, and he doesn't belong there because he's not a polygon.
Oh.
So he's very ferocious. So he puts the polygon princess in a cave, a round circular cave. So he's not very good. So we have to eliminate him from the book. So we bring along an eraser and we just erase him, which is a wonderful way for a 5-year-old to get rid of a dragon.
I suppose, and it's great because they're recognizing the words too and seeing the pictures.
Yes, and they're recognizing that a disc is not a polygon.
There you go. And what age group would you say this is for?
Actually, I've read it through to, I visit classrooms a lot, and I've read it to K through 2, K through 3. It's truly a fairy tale, so the children get interested in the characters, and they don't realize that they're polygons until they finish the book.
I see. And you also are a successful poet.
I have published a lot of poetry. In fact, I am holding highlights right now.
I love highlights. I remember reading that when I was a kid.
Yes, everybody says that to me. I do too.
And now you have, what's your poetry? Geared towards kids?
Geared towards children and toward math. I think you have one of my poems.
Oh, Digistake. What's this?
Snake. Well, the children have to learn that the digits in the base 10 are 0 through 9. But when you ask them what the digits are in a classroom, they always say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
So I wrote Digit Snake because my snake can make a 0 and my snake can make a 1. My snake can curl into a 2 and think the game is fun. And it's a poem about that. But at the end I said, but my snake can't make a 10. And they realized that 10 is made of 2 digits. And so
I get it.
They like the rhyme, they like the meter. Pattern, of course, the iterative functions of algebra. I love teaching children pattern, and poetry is pattern, so it's great fun.
So, M.W., you mentioned that you go around to schools and you read the books. Sometimes you bring your dog. Sometimes you have some company.
Yes, I do. The children love, in fact, well, you never know what children are going to say. And one of them said to me, "I just can't wait to get home and tell my mother that I met that dog."
Oh. Okay. And there's that dog. That's Sam, right?
That's Sam. Yes.
What kind of dog?
Yeah, Sam is a Portuguese water dog.
Oh, that's great.
I love.
So what's next for you?
Well, I have a new book coming out, which is Square Bear. I think you also had that. Square Bear meets Roundhound. Oh. So to teach children about closed curves in a plane, and the distinction between a polygon and a closed curve. And again, Daphne Firos took Roundhound, took a a group of circles and has a wonderful dog prancing across these pages. And it's amazing the animation she can get out of just circles.
Sure.
Because round hound has to be totally circle.
Has to be a circle, right? Or it's not a round hound.
Yeah, there's round hound. You can see it's
oh, even the ears. With the little basset hound.
Everything. The tail curls, and it's all circles, and there's Square Bear looking at her.
Very good.
So it's polygons
Such an
and circles.
interesting concept. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Children are enjoying it. I am.
All right. Very good. Stay